Hand here, 8-6 of clubs in the big blind. If I were her, I would definitely defend with this.
Okay, you can have it.
Gonna elect to pass.
This time.
Brian winning an uncontested pot.
Jeff, I think it's time to award some more prizes. Caitlin, who's it gonna be?
All right, the lucky winner is Christina.
Wow! Oh my God! Watch out! I'm gonna win.
Congrats, Christina. You have won a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses.
Oh, wow. Oh, they are beautiful.
They're gonna look great on you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I love them.
Nice pair of Maui Jims there. Our singer, Christina.
Feeling pretty lucky after winning the grab bag. Let's see if the luck translates.
Fold it around to Richard.
I call.
He has the king 9. He limps in.
I'm all in.
TJ finding a wired pair of 7s. He's all in for his 44,000.
Not this time.
When you're short with a pair, it's good enough to move all in, and you do get to pick up the dead money in the limp a lot of the time.
Coach looks down at a bigger pair. He has pocket 9s.
Coach has TJ dominated. He's certainly going to call. Sometimes he could isolate as well.
Call.
He does make the call. That's going to get Richard out of the way. So now it's TJ who is in pretty bad shape for his tournament life.
Get in there, coach.
He's got the under pair.
How many of you folded 7s?
We got down to 6 big blind. You can't come around so fast. You let's do it.
He's dominated with the heart. He does have a live 7 of clubs, so there's a couple ways you could make a straight or a club flush to win this pop.
Here comes the flop. Jack, 10, deuce, rainbow.
Really good flop for Bob's 9s. TJ is gonna need a 7 or running straight, but to make that running straight, a 9 would have to come. Bob has 2 of those, so his best bet's a 7.
Turn is the 5 of hearts.
2 outs.
TJ is trying to hit his set still.
Don't hurt me, Ian.
Can he fade the 2 outer? 1 card to come.
Our river is the 8 of
And the river's the 8 of clubs. So unfortunately for TJ, he's gonna finish in 7th. Things didn't really seem to go his way. He couldn't get much
Good
going.
hand, brother. Yeah, man. Christina, wish you the best.
Good
there.
luck. Thank you. Thank you,
Our
sweetheart.
retired Sergeant Major is gonna head down and talk to Caitlin about his experience today.
Was your plan to come out swinging?
To knock him out.
You must feel like a winner already.
I'm a winner. Have this opportunity to come up here and experience this. Bring my wife. My daughter lives in New York City, so she come down with the 2 grandkids. We have a great 1 week in the Brigada, first class.
You did well, and we're happy to have you. Congratulations
Thank you.
on coming this far.
Glad TJ and his family enjoyed their time here, and we hope you have too.
Be sure to keep watching to see who of these 6 remaining players has what it takes to be named King of the Club.
Minute to learn, lifetime to gotta get your fix. We're feeling even faster, get your chips all in. Put your skills to the test. It's everybody's quest to rise above the rest. All my VIPs for the Cherokees. We got a seat open for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Lock it up for the king of the club. Look at you now, you're the king of the club.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Club WPT's King of the Club. I'm Maria Ho, along with Jeff Gross, bring you all of the action from the beautiful Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa in Atlantic City.
Club WPT and the World Poker Tour are giving these players an awesome opportunity to live out their dream of playing poker on TV. Tonight's table started with 8 players who won their seat by playing poker online, and now we are down to 6.
First to fall was the hammer, John Bechtel, a truck driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then retired Sergeant Major TJ Ribeiro from Fayetteville, North Carolina, had to say his goodbyes in 7th place. And now it's still anybody's game.
There are real cash payouts going to the top 3 spots. Plus, we've got Caitlin Howe join us on the sidelines to award some additional prizes. This is gonna be good.
James Johnson in the lead with 172,500 in chips.
Anyone's game between 8 big blinds and 21 big blinds. This is wide open for our 6 remaining players.
Blinds are 4,000, 8,000.
So we're 4-8 right now? Yes. Let's make it 20.
Wayne has ace queen, but he decides he just wants to raise instead of moving all in with his short stack.
Yeah, this is something maybe with aces or kings you could try to go for, but when you have 8 big blinds, really anytime under 10 big blinds, hands that you're gonna wanna play, you generally just would go all in.
James Johnson is a big fan of Suicide Squad. He's got a Harley Quinn card protector. Bob comes in with ace deuce of spades from the small blind, and James also calls from the big with queen 10 of clubs.
Couple of nice hands, suited, connecting hands, and no one gets a piece of this flop though.
8-7-3 rainbow. Bob checks.
All 3 players do check. We're gonna see a turn, which is the jack of diamonds.
And still no player has connected with the board. Wayne's ace queen is still ahead.
James does pick up a gut shot. 9 would give him a straight.
Bob and James both check it to Wayne. Wayne checks back, and the river's a 3 of diamonds. And they're going to show the hand down.
All 3 players. No one made a pair. That shows you how hard it is to make a pair. An ace queen will hold up here. Wayne gonna drag a critical pot for his 8 blind stack.
Good hand, guys.
He is gonna get himself back in the game.
Richard under the gun this hand. He has ace 4 of spades.
Yeah, he's gonna limp in. Other players get out of the way. Bob with the jack 9, fold.
James folds, and now to Wayne in the big blind with 6-4 of clubs.
Cost me 4 to play.
No, you're already the big blind.
Oh, I'm in. Good. We'll check.
He's gonna get a free look at this flop.
Whoa.
Wayne, yes, you did flop a flush.
20,000.
And Wayne just comes out leading with his flop flush. I think maybe he could have checked and slow play it a little bit.
A little bit of a heater there, Wade. I don't like them little ones. Scary.
Wayne was the short stack, is making a very nice comeback.
Yeah, I watch poker on TV, and I really had a feeling that I could be in one of those seats someday on that final table in one of these big tournaments. And here I am. I am computer illiterate. I only use a computer to play poker and check the weather. It's very easy to play on Club WPT. You can play any time of day, any time of night. It's right there. All you got to do is sit down, stand up beside, lay it on top of your dash. Don't be driving. And play. If you have the time, you can play poker right now on Club WPT. I'm the kind of guy that needs constant mental stimulation. Can't sit still. Got to have something to do. And I drive my wife crazy with it. If I'm not playing poker, she relaxes better when I am, so.
Well, Wayne saying that he doesn't use his computer for anything else but poker and the weather. He's got his priorities straight, Jeff.
His Club WPT name is Maine Wayne. He's from Maine. His name's Wayne. That checks out to me.
Action folds over to Christina, who's been very patient, waiting for playable hands. Definitely on the snug side. She has ace-jack offsuit.
Yeah, here another hand where ace-jack with her stack size could certainly go all in, but you know she's going to raise it up. We see Wayne get out of the way with his king 10.
But Richard's going to call 13,000 more from the big blind. Jack 5-4, 2 spades is the flop. Richard quickly checks it over to Christina, who is happy to bet 21,000 with top pair, top kicker.
Even had the ace of spades there as a little backup with 2 spades on the flop. So nice pot for Christina.
Titanic's important.
Ship coming through. Oh,
That's right, ship it.
The name of this game is Bon Voyage, and the goal is to reveal the hat that contains a gold star. The first player to do so wins a WPT cruise for 2.
And WPT's Lingel Martin has joined Caitlin down on the floor.
All right, Lynn, you've been on the cruise before. Tell the players what they have to look forward to.
The WPT cruise is so much fun. I mean, there's so much to do on a cruise anyway, but imagine getting to play poker all day and night in between stopping at beautiful islands in paradise. What more could you want?
Let's get started. Will you pick our first player, please?
All right. First player is Richard.
Richard. Come on up, Richard.
Come on over.
This one. All right. Go ahead and lift the hat and show it to the table.
Aww.
Black star.
Richard. Tough luck.
Sorry, Richard.
Tough luck there, Rich.
Better luck at the table.
Yes. Lynn, will you draw another player, please?
All right. Next lucky player is Bob.
Right.
All righty.
What do you think?
I'm right here.
Oh, that was a quick choice.
Right.
Yep.
Show it to the table.
sorry, Bob.
Black. Oh, man. I like the confidence, though.
Let's see if we're third time lucky. Christina.
Okay.
Christina.
This one? All right.
Sorry.
Oh!
Good try.
Oh, getting a
Christine.
better shot. My wife would just love this if you guys would give me that.
James.
Hey,
James.
bring it, Harley Quinn. with you.
Take your time.
Feel it out.
One of these has the magic star. All right, I'm gonna pick this one.
Okay. Oh, goodness. This is good try, James.
This is intense. 2 hats left.
Let's make a deal.
You want to chop it? Yeah, let's both go.
Let's make a deal. You and I will go. I'll leave the wife home.
We have 2 players left.
Who's up next? Brian, come on over.
Are you going to win by default, Wayne? Just if we all picked the wrong one.
Well, I'll tell you what, I won't take it as bad if I win by default.
50-50 shot here.
Yeah!
You got it!
I was gonna pick
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brian. You're going on the WPT cruise for 2. Amazing. Who are you going to bring, do you think?
I'll bring my wife with me, Heather.
I thought we had a deal.
Congratulations, Brian. Well done.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well done. Congrats.
We gotta get his ass.
You're having a very good day, sir.
Yes, he is.
It's a good day no matter what now.
You're having a very good day.
I don't know. That's 15, 20 grand worth of prize, I think.
Brian not only winning the cruise, but he is also the chip leader with 165,000 right now.
You can see between 8 and 13 blinds separate the remaining 6. So I think whoever shows a little bit of aggression is going to have a really good chance to take this tournament down. 3 will make the money, 3 will not. Action's starting to heat up here.
Blinds are 6,000, 12,000.
No, thank you.
Action folds over to our chip leader, Brian.
Raise 15.
You have to make it 24.
I'm sorry.
Brian min raises to 24,000.
Ace deuce offsuit isn't always an open, but Brian does have the chip lead, and he understands right now it's important to use that to put pressure on his opponents.
Gonna see 2 better hands come in where we get a call from Bob with the ace-10 offsuit, and James with the pocket pair 2 5s calls as well.
Queen 9-4, couple of hearts. James's 5s are still ahead, but it's not a great board for him. Bob and James check it over to Brian.
Brian, who was the original raiser, has the ace of hearts.
25.
And he is going to lead out. And this is going to be tough for our 2 other opponents, James and Bob, who did not connect well with this flop.
Fold.
They both fold to his bet of 25,000. So Brian's going to increase his chip lead even more.
I think we saw a little cruise confidence. Fresh off of winning a cruise, going there bluffing. The momentum's real.
These players need to start getting more aggressive, and when you do have the chip lead, it makes it a little bit easier for you to be aggressive, and it's nice to see Brian take that initiative. Actions on Richard, and he folds. Over to Brian, who's really putting the pedal to the metal.
24.
Another raise coming from him with ace-5 offsuit.
And Bob, known as Coach, who is a high school soccer coach out of New Jersey.
Call.
His team, Delrain High School, is ranked 6th in the state. Picks up pocket 10s and just calls here.
I think I would have liked to see Coach shove over Brian's raise there with his stack size, but 8-3-4 all hearts comes on the flop, and if you're Bob here, you have to feel pretty good about an overpair and a heart.
40.
Brian in a continuation bet. He does have a gut shot. He does have a low heart in his hand, so pretty reasonable flop for ace-5 offsuit, but 2 10s, overpair to the board and a heart, and he elects to fold, which I am not crazy about.
Brian taking yet another pot down.
I'm a corporate attorney, and I primarily do mergers and acquisitions and venture capital and corporate formation. Largely what I'm doing is drafting and negotiating business transactions. There can be a lot of pressure in my job. It has to be done correctly. It has to require a lot of attention to detail. Surprisingly, quite a bit of math to make sure the numbers get right, especially if you're talking about a lot of dollars. I actually started playing poker about 6 months ago. It was on the Club WPT website. I had watched it on TV for a number of years, and I decided that it was time for me to try and see if I could learn the game. I've always been a very competitive person. I've always liked to play games, and I like to win. But I'm not so competitive that if I don't win, I'm going to be bitter or angry or upset about it. Losing's as much as part of the game as winning. And poker, only one person can end up winning a tournament at the end of the day, and it doesn't make everyone else losers. That just means you've got a lot to strive for in order to be the winner.
I bet it's nice for Brian to get out of his suit and wear a t-shirt at the poker table.
It's also nice to be the chip leader, which he is at the moment with 6 remaining. Let's see if he can keep his foot on the gas.
Action starts on James Johnson this hand. Va Voom Viper on Club WPT.
Queen deuce off, not going to be able to play.
Just call.
Main Wayne with ace-7 of spades just calls. Brian also going to come along with ace-9 offsuit.
Christina with a nice jack-8 of hearts, has some potential, completes the small blind. And Bob will check his option with king-8 offsuit in the big blind.
Flop is king-8-7, so Bob has top 2 pair. Wayne has bottom pair.
Christina checks. Bob, he decides, you know what, let me go ahead and bet with my top 2 pair.
Call.
Wayne makes the call.
Brian folds.
Christina folds.
Yeah, Wayne's got bottom pair and a backdoor nut flush draw, and boom, look at that. He hits the gin card, the 7. This is going to be difficult for Bob to see how that could hit Wayne. This is a troublesome turn for Coach.
Mullen. Count, please.
Bob doesn't have that much behind. He only has 55,000, which is less than pot.
Call.
Wayne's more than happy to call with trips with an ace kicker.
Show me the bad news. Oh, excuse me.
He has been caught up by Main Wayne. He's going to need a king or an 8 going to the river. 4 outs, 1 card to come.
Unfortunately, the river is the 10 of spades, so we are going to lose Coach Bob Kuva in 6th place.
Couldn't get away from that, that's for sure.
Tough spot for Coach. Hard to lay down 2 pair there, and now he's headed over to see Kaylin.
So how was your whole experience here this week?
It was a real great experience. Club WPT really does it right, from the prizes that they offer to, you feel like a movie star the way that they escort you around here. It's a great place.
Well, you're a TV star now. When will we see you on ClubWPT.com again?
Probably later on tonight.
Coach is going to get right back on the horse and play on ClubWPT.com and let the remaining 5 players battle it out to see who's going to become king of the club.
The thing I like best about Club WPT is it fits my schedule. It's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whenever I have the time to play, I can.
I would recommend Club WPT to everybody that likes to play poker because you can sharpen your skills.
Club WPT is a very cost-effective way to play poker and still win excellent prizes.
There are a lot of things that I like about playing on Club WPT. Originally, I wanted to play on a website that I had confidence in, and the fact that it was associated with the WPT gave me that confidence, so that felt good.
And look at where these players ended up here in Borgata playing on a televised final table. I think that's really great value, don't you, Jeff?
Absolutely. 5 players remaining. 3 will make the money. See who gets it done.
Wayne will be first to act. Let's go.
Richard with a premium holding, getting ace king 5-handed. That's a big hand. Just deciding whether it's going to be a raise or all in. He does go with a raise.
Makes it 50,000, and it's folded to James in the big blind, who wakes up with ace king of his own.
Oh, dear.
James is actually a little bit shorter to start this hand with than Richard.
I'm all in.
I call.
Man, you snapped me.
James, it's okay, because you guys got the same hand.
Well, I expect this is going to be a chop.
Doesn't always chop. We've seen crazier things happen.
Let's see every club in the deck.
Yeah, so he's going to have a slight advantage in the hand. He can make 2 flushes, while Richard only can make a heart flush to win.
When he snapped me, I thought he had aces or kings.
Flop is king 10-9, 2 diamonds, so James's flush draw is still alive.
Give him a sweat. Put a diamond out there. Let's have some excitement.
Wants a little sweat, not asking for it all, just says 1 diamond.
Going to be a chop.
Yep.
And they will chop it up with aces and kings up.
Definitely a chop up.
James Johnson said he learned to play poker when he was 7. His mom taught him and his brothers, so she would have someone to play with, and it looks like James has kept up his thirst for the game.
18, big blind.
Blinds are up to 9,000, 18,000.
Blinds are big. Not a lot of room to be raising and playing post-flop at this point. It started out deep structure. Now, as the players have lasted, it's time to move it in.
I'm all in.
Christina will show us how it's done, going all in with the king 9 of diamonds.
James folds.
Wayne's out.
Wayne, of course, passing with 5-3 offsuit, and
I don't think so.
Not with the lady.
Richard in the big blind. He's got nothing to call Christina with.
Wayne, that's your button.
From picking up the blinds in the ante, she's going to increase her stack size by almost 40%. So when you're able to do that this deep in a tournament, you're obviously very happy to not have to see a run out.
I'm all in.
She here has a suited wheel ace, ace 4 of hearts, and she will again move all in.
And it's folded all the way to Brian.
Can I have a count, please?
I like to be friendly. I like to laugh and, join in the conversation. But I try to talk as little as possible because that's when you give tells to the players.
Call.
We do see Brian ultimately make the call. It is a fair amount of his stack, 81,000 more, having 225,000 total. So, he had to think about it. I think makes the right decision. Has a king jack suited and gonna go to a flop.
Flop is king jack 6. Brian has top 2 pair.
He's running lucky.
This is a tough flop for Christina to come back from.
Yeah, gonna need some runners. Running queen 10, running 2 pair, running ace 4, or running 6 ace are her options. See if she can get a sweat.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, the turn is the 9 of spades, and Christina knows that she is drawing dead now. The singer from Italy is going to be our 5th place finisher.
Nice hand. Thank you.
Good game. You played very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like her play. She got a little bit unlucky there. She was willing to go for it, and at the end, it just wasn't enough.
I don't have to tell you good luck, right? You're cleaning everybody out.
I'm running pretty good right now.
Pretty good luck, yep.
And she's off to talk to Caitlin.
Well, Christina, we're sad to see you go, but how much fun did you have tonight?
Oh, I had lots of fun. You know, it's poker, and you have to know how to lose in order to know how to win. And it was good being here. It was a good experience.
Great.
So I'm going to go home and play on Club WPT.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's great
you're
to
welcome.
have you.
You're welcome.
We have 4 players left, which means we're officially on the money bubble. The action continues on Club WPT's King of the Club.
We are back at it on King of the Club, and it's time to have some fun with card counters.
One lucky player will have their memory tested by having to identify the missing card from a particular suit. Not so easy, but if they get it right, they will be awarded a prize. Take it away, Caitlin.
Let's find out who our lucky player is going to be. It's gonna be James. You can go ahead and stand right here on this mark, and you're gonna just reference the monitor over there. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
You got this.
Maybe.
Be positive. All right, let's do this. Show us those cards. All right, you saw him.
I saw
Let's
him.
talk through it a little bit. What are you thinking?
I had an initial strategy, and then halfway through it, I was like, what was your strategy? So I'm gonna go for a guess.
There you go. Guesses work sometimes?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I think it's the 10 of clubs.
Okay. You feeling good about that one?
No, not at all.
10 of clubs, lock it up. Show us that card. Nice work, yes. You did it. James, you just won a WPT chip set. Congratulations.
Awesome. All righty.
I hope your luck continues at the table.
Ooh, it's a tough table. I'm gonna need it.
Well done, James.
All right.
James showing that he has a better memory than I do. I didn't remember that card. Brian still at the top of the leaderboard, but it's very close.
We are down to 4, and we are on the money bubble. 3 players will walk away with cash. Wayne.
50,000.
Gonna raise up the ace-jack suited.
Richard folding deuces.
Brian also with ace-jack, not suited, but a huge hand four-handed. Gonna pass.
It's a bit surprising for me, especially because he does have the chip lead. You would think that on the money bubble, he's gonna put a lot of pressure on his opponents.
Yeah, and James here with a pair of 4s, four-handed, short-stacked, one of the short stacks. And he also passes. I mean, this has got to be Wayne's image. This is, like he mentioned, he perceived as a tight player, and, you know, he got some credit there. Got some other really good hands to fold.
I had a nice hand, man.
2 big cards.
Suited.
I had a small pocket pair.
I folded a nice hand. It's close.
All right, so as the play goes on, players tell the truth more. Earlier, there was a lot of random calling of hands that weren't true. They all just told the truth there.
Richard folds queen 7. Brian does the same.
I'm all in.
James, 10-3 offsuit, but only 64,000. Gonna move in here, and he'll get a fold.
James is gonna take down this pot.
My best friend in the entire world is my wife, LaJuan. She is awesome. She is everything. She's the reason why I'm here. When I wanted to join the site, clubwpt.com, I didn't think that I could because, you know, your confidence levels are a little low when you first start anything. She was the one who pushed me and said, well, you're not going to learn until you try. Like most people, I guess, in my situation, I was watching TV and saw professional pokers playing and thought that that would be cool to do it. And for a small fee, I was able to join and take off and learn from there.
Thank you very much.
My screen name is Vavoom Viper. Watch out for the Vavoom Viper. The poker world needs to watch out for me.
Well, look at that. He is the Vavoom Viper, and it's hard not to love this guy. And you know who he loves? His favorite player, Eli Elezra. Little throwback there, Maria. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, for him being new to the scene, you know, some people might not know Eli, but I guess he's done his homework.
Good player to select as your favorite player. And as we pick up the action, we see an ace-jack raise from Brian. James folds pocket fours. Again, we're seeing ace-jack and fours and seeing the lower pairs kind of relinquish. And it's one of those things where as you get short, the value of hands go up. It's really hard to make a pair. And I think the players that are going to be folding pocket pairs are going to find themselves running out of time. You got to take a stand. Having a pair, even though it's low, short-handed, you got to put it in.
Action is on Wayne this hand. Not gonna play.
I'm all in.
Richard, it's like he'd heard your advice, Jeff. He's moving all in with 7-6 of diamonds. That's gonna get Brian to fold. And of course, James, even though it's not that much more, 4-3 offsuit just doesn't look good.
Richard picks up a nice pot there.
At Club WPT, you can find tournaments running around the clock. Get in the game to win a share of $100,000 in monthly cash and prizes at clubwpt.com.
Hey everyone, Nick Binger here, and it's time for another Learn WPT tip of the day. Satellite tournaments, or tournaments where you can win a ticket into a bigger tournament, can be very profitable if you know how to play them. Whenever you play a satellite, you should keep asking yourself a fundamental question. If I fold every hand from now on, how likely am I to win a seat? In the beginning, you can't just fold your way to winning a seat. But later on in a satellite, you might already be locked into winning a seat. So there's no reason to play any hands, even good ones. For more strategy tips to help upgrade your game, check out learnwpt.com today.
Satellites are a great way to increase your return on investment. I know I would have liked to satellite into a couple big buy-in events.
Four-handed play you're seeing. 3 players will walk away with prize money, and 1 will go home not receiving prize money. So let's see what happens here on the bubble.
I'm all in.
Richard moves all in for $134,000 with King Jack offsuit.
Call.
Brian pretty quickly makes the call with Ace Queen offsuit.
Wow, look at this. Vavoom Viper with Ace King and a big decision here. Whoa, you could see the look on his face. This is not clear cut. This is one of those kind of ICM bubble situations. Does he put himself at risk, give himself a chance to maybe win the tournament more often, also to go away with nothing? And we're gonna see him throw in a time bank.
Well, each player has 30 seconds to act on their hand, and they started with 5 time bank chips each. And James is gonna use an extra 30 seconds to think about what you said, Jeff. This is a very tough spot for him. He only has 46,000 behind, throws in another time bank chip. And of course, James is gonna take his time with this decision because 3rd place takes home $2,500, but 4th place takes home nothing.
Wow, the double time bank. If there was ever a time to do it, it's now. It's on the bubble. Maybe a little math going through his head, maybe a little heat Brian calculation. He's running hot.
Yeah, ideally, he wants Richard to get knocked out this hand, but that's only if Brian has a better hand,
I fold.
is able to hold up. Lots of things need to happen. James decides against taking this spot.
I'll leave it to you guys.
Wayne with a very reasonable ace-10 bows out of the way, but four-handed, those are some really big hands we just saw.
It shows King of Spades.
Small pen.
Brian has
Ace King.
Ace, Queen, Ace.
And Richard might have thought that his hand is a bit more live than it looks, but seeing as how James folded a king, it's going to be tough for him to win this one.
See a flop of 9-9-6. No help to either player. Brian in the lead with ace-queen currently. See James shaking his head thinking, oh man, I had the best hand here.
Turn is the 7 of clubs. Brian just hoping to not see one of 2 remaining kings or one of 3 remaining jacks in the deck. so that everybody can be in the money.
And the river is a 7, no help. That will be an elimination. Richard will be our 4th place finisher.
And Richard's gonna go down and talk to Caitlin.
Welcome to the money.
Hey, it's always good. Congratulations.
I know that's where your decision was. Oh,
Yes,
God.
that's what I was thinking,
If
you know.
If I lose his hand.
And then I go out behind him because, man, he's been running so hot.
Did you notice that?
He's been running so hot.
Playing well, too, of course.
Richard, how great has this week been for you?
As I said earlier, it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. The only thing that would have made it better if I would have won.
Will we see you on clubwpt.com again soon?
Absolutely.
Okay. What's your screen name?
Unsuited Jacks.
Unsuited Jacks, all right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you at another event, and congratulations on making it so far.
Thank you.
3 players left, and they are all guaranteed to take home at least $2,500. Second place gets to take home $5,000, and first place wins $10,000 and that $15,000 WPT tournament package.
See Wayne with an ace on the button, decides to fold, trying to ladder up the pay grade. Nothing wrong with that.
Call.
Brian calls from the small blind, effectively putting James all in. He has just crumbs behind.
James does elect to take the option and see a flop.
The flop is queen 9-8, 2 clubs, so James is obviously going to put the rest of the chips in with his flush draw. Brian has jack high, which is the best hand at the moment, and a gut shot straight draw.
Does have a club as well, so if James were to hit a flush on the turn, he could still hit a higher flush on the river. And he's got some outs. He's smiling. He knows this isn't the worst spot.
Here comes the turn. It's the 6 of spades. It's a black card, but not the club.
Double gutter.
Needs a 2-3 club, and it is not.
And just like that, Bob Boom Viper finishes in 3rd place.
You played great, man. Congratulations.
He does get to take home $2,500.
Maine Wayne, heads up. They each got some prize money locked up. This is, what else do you want?
Wayne.
Hey, go shoulder to shoulder on this one. Good luck, man. I'm feeling a bit intimidated, as lucky as you've been. So I'm going to have to play hard.
And let's hear from James.
How excited are you right now?
I'm very excited. This has been awesome. It's been an awesome week. I didn't finish as well as I wanted to, but I'll take 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd, you got $2,500, a WPT chip set. What are you going to do with that money?
It'll go in the bank. I don't have any immediate plans for it, so I'll put it in the bank.
To be determined?
To be determined.
All right, very exciting. How has your overall experience been this week?
It's been awesome. Club WPT, the Borgata Hotel, match made in heaven.
I love it. I love it. Well, you've been a delight to have. Congratulations on getting so far.
Thank you.
We hope to see you on clubwpt.com
You will.
soon.
That's right.
With James finishing in 3rd place, we are down to heads up. Come back to find out who's going to be the next king of the club. Looking to improve your poker game? At Club WPT, you can play unlimited poker, plus get a shot to win a VIP poker experience of a lifetime. Join today at clubwpt.com.
And right now, it's down to heads-up play between 2 Club WPT VIPs who want to become the next king of the club.
Kicking off heads-up play, it's Brian Whitman with the chip lead with $606,000, Wayne with $194,000. So basically a 3-1 chip lead for Brian.
Yeah, and as you know, heads-up can turn fast. 1 double up for Wayne would bring them basically dead even, so this is anyone's match.
All in.
And Wayne quickly moves all in with ace-deuce offsuit. The right play in this situation with his stack.
No need to count.
No.
Got an ace, your heads up, under 10 big blinds. Take control, put it in, take down the pot. See both players taking a deep breath.
24.
They've locked up some prize money, but who doesn't want to be king of the club? To get the title, the trophy, the 10K plus a 15K WPT package, a lot to play for still.
Call.
Brian limps in with 4-3 of spades, and Wayne checks his option with 3 deuce of clubs.
9-8-4, 2-spade flop.
Check.
Brian flopping bottom pair and a flush draw. Really strong flop for this holding, and unfortunately, the opponent doesn't have anything, so he's gonna bet and just take it down.
Brian Whitman from Garden Ridge, Texas loves pugs and is on the board of the Pug Rescue of Austin, but he also likes recreational chainsawing in his spare time.
Yeah, it seems normal. All right, we'll see Wayne here with the 9-deuce suited. Wants to check, but you gotta, if you're gonna play, you gotta put in at least the 12,000 to complete.
Brian with 9-3 offsuit.
Check.
Checks his option.
Gonna head to a flop with pretty modest holdings.
Flop is ace, 10, 5, couple of hearts.